Geoff, your guy Louis at plus 1,600 this week, T42 finish at the Players. Tell me why he's worth a look at this number. It's a good thing Reed's not here because he was very angry talking about Louis in our group exchange.
I mean, I'm not responsible for Reed getting on the Louis Oosthuizen trade last week. I don't think I mentioned him once last week, and I'm not taking the bait again this week. Look, pal, obviously we should not be betting Louis Oosthuizen at plus 1,600. Come on. I mean, like, we made our attempt at the Honda Classic. At least we're getting like plus 2,200 that week. This is ridiculous. You've got Dustin Johnson at plus 1,800. You've got Hatton and Fitzpatrick there at plus 2,500. You cannot bet Louis this week. Obviously, I'm going to go over there and say that, and I'll be very clear on that. But yeah, there are some players up here who, if you're not interested in taking like a Hovland or a JT at plus 1,000. I mean, I think Hatton is probably my favorite at plus 2,500. It's very close between him and Fitzpatrick. Both guys playing extremely well, but Hatton is just a player who, when he gets it all going, I mean, I just like his upside more. He's been a bit more of a prolific winner. His long irons are very good. Like, I think he sets up very well for this week's test too. So Tara Hatton was, you saw him getting frustrated down the stretch. I think that might blow a few people off him, but that's just who he is. He does that when he's playing well too. So I think Hatton at plus 2,500, especially when we're comparing him to like Louis and even Xander down there at plus 1,400, I think is overvalued. I think you're getting really good value and going with one of those Englishmen this week.
All right, Jason, I know you've mentioned here live on the Sweat before. You're just like, you're not betting Louis Oosthuizen, but is there someone else like around that number you like?
Yeah, so first things first, I like Louis this week. I like everything about Louis. He's had finishes of 17th or better in each of his last 4 starts at the Valspar. He has made a home in Ocala, Florida, which isn't too far away from Tampa. Everything should be a little familiar for him. I like everything about him except that number that Geoff pointed out, 16-1, plus 1,600 for Louis Oosthuizen this week. No thank you. Not for a guy that hasn't won. I mean, it's been, a decade and a half now. He's playing events in the U.S. He still hasn't won one of them. So until he wins one, I'm going to stay away. There's not much win equity there. I don't mind the Tyrrell Hatton call. I like that a lot. I think he's playing really well. You look at other guys, and this could be another event, just as we've seen from the Players in recent years, just as we've seen from the API in recent years. The international players tend to do pretty well in Florida. So you look at a Tommy Fleetwood also. You look at a Shane Lowry, guys who hit the ball really well last week. I could see each of them having another good week. But again, these guys are running on fumes. And for me, It's less about the course fit and more about their fitness and how they feel going into this week. The guys who aren't that tired, the guys who look like they've got a little bit of energy, I think should have a good week. And I wish I was there, and I was thinking about going, but if I was there, that's what I would spend all day Wednesday doing, walking up and down the range, walking around the golf course and seeing which guys sort of have a little energy, have a little pep in their step, and which guys are just dead tired, ready to go take a nap.